よし、配信始まったかな。では今日もドラゴンエイジ2の続きをやっていきたいと思います。前回は、主人公一家ホークの家族なんですけど、ブライトっていうなんて言うんだろう、悪魔の大軍勢から逃れて荒野をさまよっていたところ、アベリン、旦那さんと一緒にいた人、戦士の2人組だねと出会って、で一緒に逃げてきたところで悪魔の軍勢に囲まれたんだけれど、荒野の魔女に助けてもらったと。ただその時にはもうホークの妹ちゃんは亡くなっちゃって、アベリンの旦那さんも悪魔の毒でそのまま悪魔になるか殺すかしかない状態に陥ってたと。で結局私がアベリンに旦那さんを殺す選択をさせて命を奪ったわけなんだけれども、この選択でそれぞれのキャラクターの好感度とかも変わってくるので、今後ね影響が出てきたりするのが面白いところです。さて、じゃあ続きをやっていこうかな。一応ね、このカークウォールの中にはガムレンっていう親族がいて、それなりの立場の人がいるはずなんだけれど、何か様子がおかしいというところまで前回は進めたかな。というわけで続きをやっていきたいと思います。よし。
Get back to the crowd, you lot. Trying to bully your way through won't get you into Kirkwall any faster.
But you do intend to let us in.
We have enough poor of our own in the free marches. We don't need you refugees piling up here like a middens heap.
I heard someone call this fortress the Gallows. Is it a prison?
Used to be. Back in the Imperial days. They kept slaves here until the rebellion. Now the Templars run it and use it to lock up their mages. Guess not much has changed.
Are mages imprisoned here?
Well, no more than anywhere else. It's a circle of magi now. Magic is to serve man, not rule him. And mages are better locked up where they don't hurt anyone.
魔法使いは基本的に危ない人間だと認定されているので、サークルっていうなんだろう、お家で管理されたりしているのが一般的だから、その辺にいる魔法使いは割と危ない人と思われていることが多いかな。
Why aren't we being allowed into the city?
If it were up to me, I'd bar the gates and let you find somewhere else to beg. But it's not. Some of you lot might have legitimate business in the city. So Knight Commander Meredith wants us to sort you all out. Most of you are getting right back on your ships, though.
That's a Templar title. Why would a city guardsman answer to the Templars?
We don't answer to her, but she's the power in Kirkwall. Don't know what would happen if the Viscount went against something she wanted, but he's sure never taken that chance.
ちなみにテンプラーっていうのは基本的に魔術師と対立してて、魔術師を捕まえたりとか粛清したりするような立場になってるんで、基本的にテンプラーの人たちとか剣士の人たちは魔法使いが大嫌い。
There must be someone in charge I can speak with.
Yes, always the same story. You want in, talk to Captain Ewald. I'm just here to keep you refuse from climbing the walls.
The gates are shut. Not a good sign for a lot of people.
Let us through.
Tell me, how did your family escape Lothering? Almost everyone who hadn't fled.
My older sister. If she wasn't with us, I don't think we'd be here.
But you seem quite skilled as well.
I'm not my sister.
What are we going to do?
You can't keep us in here.
What do you want? Money? I can pay you.
All the gold and faders won't make the city any larger.
Don't pass that shit. Where are we supposed to go?
I don't know, sir, but there's nothing for you here.
Let us through, you flaming blighter. We're not staying in this pit.
Then get back on your ship and leave. Kirkwall has no more room for refugees.
The ship's already gone. We've paid good coin to get here.
You and half of Ferelden. There's nothing I can do. The city is full.
One of the guards said you were letting in people who have business in the city.
That's right. We've seen you let lots of people through.
Citizens and merchants that make it worth our while. I'll assume that you don't have any more coin than these gentlemen. We've been letting you Fereldans in for months. You're too late. There's no more room.
But we've got family here.
I've heard claims like that 1,000 times already, trust me. We'll find some ships to take you all back to Ferelden, eventually. Until then, you stay here.
Our uncle is Gamlin Amel. He knows we're coming. Surely someone could find him.
Gamlin? I know that name.
He's a nobleman here in the city. Our family has an estate.
A nobleman? The only Gamlin I know is a weasel who couldn't rub two coppers together. He comes back, I'll bring you to him. But I don't have time to...
What? You gonna let them through?
I didn't say anything about...
We've been here for 4 days. They just got here.
That's it. We're carving our way out of here. Men?
あら、怒っちゃった。まあ、脱走兵の人たちは4日もここにいると。なのに、この主人公たちはいきなり知り合いがいるから入れるって言ったら掘り出しちゃいましたね。どこ行った？結構このゲーム自動で行動作戦を決めることができる。割と NPC が優秀に動いてくれてます。あ、こんばんは、ぽちゃさん。いらっしゃい。OK。
Unbelievable.
Captain, are you all right?
I am, no thanks to you. Where is everyone? Go find them. I want this kept under control. You have my thanks. Look, I can't get you into the city. It's not my decision. But I'll find your uncle and bring him here.
It's been 3 days. This waiting has to end.
I'm sure it won't be much
3
longer.
日も待ってる。
Gamlen must still be looking for us.
And if he's not?
Wait. I think someone's coming.
Leandra. Damn, girl. The years haven't been kind to you.
Gamlen.
Let me say up front, I wasn't expecting this. The Blight, your husband, dead. I'd figured you'd pretty much be Ferelden for life.
Oh, Gamlen. We came too late. My darling Bethany didn't make it. And trusted guide her.
Oh, make her save me. Leandra, don't drop this on me here. I don't even know if I can help you get in.
I'm more concerned about Mother. Can you get her in at least?
No. We stay together.
I was hoping to grease some palms, but the Knight Commander's been cracking down. We're gonna need more grease.
But what about the estate? Surely Father left something when he died?
Right, about the estate. It's, gone. To settle a debt. I've been meaning to write you.
ああ、お金を使っちゃったんだね。
Not quite. I know some people who might help. If you're not too delicate about the company you keep.
Mother said our family was wealthy. You really can't help us.
I am blighted helping. I've got 2 offers of work from people who've got the coin to open those gates.
I still can't believe you sold the estate. Gamlen, how could
贅
you?
沢も売っちゃったん
Well,
だ
I
ね。
didn't expect your blasted family to show up on my doorstep. I've got a nice place in Lowtown. You'll see, it'll all work out.
Do we need to stay in Kirkwall? Let's go to another city.
This was my home. I can't believe they won't let me come back.
Every city on the coast's been hip-deep in Ferelden since the Blight. You could try your luck further inland, I suppose, but it won't be easy.
We're not putting Mother through that. We came here. We're staying here.
We don't have any choice, do we? I need to get my family into Kirkwall.
I talked to my contacts, and I found some people who might be willing to pay your way into the city. The catch is, you and your brother will have to work off the debt. For a year.
A year?
It's the best I could do. Trust me when I say a bunch of refugees won't get a better option anywhere else.
So, you're selling us into indentured servitude? That's your idea?
Think of it as having a job waiting for you in your new home.
I guess it's only a year, right?
I managed to convince my contacts to come to the gallows to meet you personally. Mirren heads up the mercenary company, the Red Iron. They're looking for recruits. Fenril, I guess you might call her a smuggler. Either one of them can help you. All you need to do is find them in the courtyard and convince them you're worth the trouble.
What do you think about this, Carver?
What can I say? Better here than nowhere.
It's 失礼、ちょっとくしゃみが出た。どうしようかな。傭兵になるか密業者になるか、それとも自分で話しに行くか。ちょっとブラッド行ってみようかな。
Oh, Gamlen, I don't know about this.
It's a lot of coin, Leandra. Don't go expecting
とり
our
あえず
name to
1
carry
年
the
間
kind of
ど
weight
こか
it
で
used
働か
to.
ないと中に
And
入
what
れ
of
ない
me?
と。
I will not allow others to incur debts on my behalf.
Can't see that it makes a difference. You look like a lady who can pull her own weight.
Then you'll come with us.
I have no real option. Thank you.
So, that was your uncle, was it? Good. I thought he was another confidence man trying to sell promises. I don't suppose he has the coin you'll need to get in.
We just helped save your life. Isn't that worth something?
If it were just up to me, I'd let you through. But there are a lot of eyes watching, a lot of palms that need greasing. My suggestion? Wait for a ship and hope the next city hasn't already closed their doors.
どうしようかね。こっち誰だっけ？ミーランかな？ミーランなんか。
Mirren?
And you must be Hawk. Nice. Your uncle talked up a storm about you. He better not be blowing more smoke out his arse.
I'd like to know more about you first.
Right. You're not a marcher like your uncle. The Red Iron is well known in these parts. We pick who we work for and keep our noses clean. But anyone screws with us, we mess them up. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
All I know is if we join the company, I'm going to start talking like that.
Getting us into the city will take a lot of coin.
Did I mention the Red Iron gets paid pretty well? Not to mention your uncle said you were a mage. We're willing to pay for that.
I didn't realize Gamlin told you that.
You stick with us. You'll be safe. For a year, at least.
My uncle doesn't seem like the sort to hang out with mercenaries.
He doesn't. Gamlin cheated one of my men at a wallop match. You turn out, we'll call it even.
なんかこいつは胸くそ悪かった気がするな。
Let me know how that works out for you.
いや、どのみちガムレンのせいで働くのが胸くそ悪いんだけど。
Are you a Fenrir?
You must be Gamlin's niece. Interesting. I don't know what he told you about us, but he certainly told us a great deal about you.
How much exactly?
Enough to pique our interest, provided you can justify your uncle's confidence.
I'd like to know more about what we'd be doing for you.
I can be honest. We don't compete with the Thieves Guild, but we keep our fingers in a lot of pots. That said, we're not killers or slavers. Anything short of that, however, is fair game.
Do what you want, but this sounds fishy to me.
Begging and taking your pick never went hand in hand.
I hear getting us into the city isn't cheap.
If you're as good as your uncle claims, we're hoping you'll be worth it. After all, it's not every day we're offered an apostate's services.
Does everyone know about us?
If the Circle hasn't descended upon you, my guess is no. The Templars in Kirkwall like to think they have all mages properly leashed, but when has that ever been true? We can keep them from taking notice while you're with us. Wouldn't be the first time.
How did you get to be one of my uncle's contacts?
Is that what he calls me? He owes us after that last big idea. If you turn out though, we'll
こっちのお姉さんは確か暗殺家業の人だった気がするな。こっちでいいか。
Tell me what you need done.
There's a merchant named Cavril, friend of the Templars, so they let him set up his little shop here in the gallows. We supplied him in return for a piece of the take, but now he won't pay up. We can't go near him without him screaming for the guard, but you can. Get our money from him and you're in.
お金の取り立てをしろと。
I've already told you, I can't give you any more for them.
But that was everything we have. It's all we brought with us.
And I feel for you, Sarah, but it's the best I can do.
If they just let us into the city, I could get 3 times that price.
Myron?
Your business is done.
But...
Now then, what can I do for you, Sarah?
I didn't think there'd be any stores here in the fortress.
There are many merchants who come here right now who can't afford the bribes to enter the city. So the Templars suggested having someone set up shop, temporarily. And I am the lucky man.
You mean you paid your own bribes to be here?
If they allowed everyone to set up shop, this place would turn into a bazaar. Sadly, there's only so much I can do for those Fereldans. Poor sods.
I'm sure you're very broken up over it.
I meant you. Folks like yourself.
She didn't seem very happy with the deal you made.
What am I supposed to do? Buy every piece of furniture these people dragged with them?
You mean people like us?
Of course. My apologies. My point is that I'm running a business, not a charitable order. I'm sorry.
I imagine the profits help with the guilt.
I believe you owe your business partners something.
Oh, I see.
Should I go tell the guards?
Not just yet. I want to hear this. So, Ethenril sent you to collect, did she? Too cowardly to do it herself.
アフェリーに言ったら暴力で解決しそうだな。どうしよう。でもアフェリーに聞いちゃう。
Care to step in here?
Only because this toad deserves it.
ああ、やっ
You
ぱ
have a
り。
choice. Pay, or I beat it out of you and your men.
Hey!
Stay back. Just take what's in the chest. Take it all. Now I'm getting out of here. Let those guards find someone else to buy Dogland junk.
はーい。はい。というわけでお金を得ました。
Here you go, as requested.
Will you look at that? Tell your uncle we'll make the arrangements. Welcome aboard.
邪悪です。邪悪です言われたけど、邪悪の方だったっけこれ。魔法は回復かな。これは必要。範囲に入った人を麻痺させるやつだから。よし。で、どこに行けばいいんだ？ドアに行けばいいのか？違うな。どこ行くの？消えてったよ。両方やんの？ちょっと。
Good luck, whatever you do.
あ、いいのか。ガムレイに話せばいいのか。
Any luck?
Yes, they've agreed to help us.
I'll speak to Ethenril and see when the bribes can be made. Wait here.
I guess we did it. We're here to stay, at least for a while.
The blight may still spread, but for now we have a new home.
If only Bethany were here with us.
And Wesley.
Let's just see what happens. We have a long year ahead of us.
Thus began the champion's first year in Kirkwall. Word arrived from across the sea that the hero of Ferelden had defeated the Blight. But Lothering was destroyed. Kirkwall was the champion's home now. So she remained, paying off her debt. Made a name for herself in the underworld. It was a busy year in the city. That's when the Kunari landed. Great storm had caught their ship and left hundreds of warriors stranded in the city, waiting to return home. That's also when the trouble began with the mages. The Templars had become very powerful under Knight Commander Meredith. But, most importantly, that's when I first met the champion.
このムービーも確か選択肢でいろいろ変わったはず。
No. Andraste's tits, human. You know how many people want to hire onto this expedition?
おっぱいってないや。
Look, we know you're going into the deep roads. You'll need to hire the best, and we're...
No. You're too late. Already done.
The money from this trip could fix everything. You need us. We fought Darkspawn.
Look, Precious. I don't care if you tore the horns off an ogre with your bare hands.
You make him understand. We're running from your bloody Templars.
I know how you feel, but we'll earn no favors with your fist in his face.
Then we do nothing. As always.
My brother can be hot-headed, but we do have the skills to benefit your expedition.
You're looking for a quick way out of the slums, right? You and every other Ferelden in this dump. Find another meal ticket.
Well, back to waiting for someone to turn us in.
It'll get harder if we're at each other's throats.
I know. It just seems like you either die in this city or you end up like the scum we're bargaining with. We need coin, status, something we can shove in that dwarf's face and keep people off our backs. And all I can think of is Uncle Gamlen.
He got us into the city, more or less. If there's a chance, he can push Bartrand.
Worth checking, I guess. What else can we do? We're losing ground, and I don't fancy waking up in the gallows.
Hey!
I knew a guy once who could take every coin out of your pockets just by smiling at you. But you don't have the style to work Hightown, let alone the Merchants Guild. You might want to find yourself a new line of work. Off you go. How do you do? Varric Tethras, at your service. I apologize for Bartrand. He would know an opportunity if it hit him square in the jaw.
But you would.
I would. What my brother doesn't realize is that we need someone like you. He would never admit it either. He's too proud. I, however, am quite practical.
You're part of Bartrand's venture.
That's right. The deep roads wouldn't normally be my thing, but I can't allow the head of our family to go down there alone. So as you might imagine, I have more than a passing interest in this expedition's success.
この語り手のおじさんはさっきのバートランドの兄弟だよね。遠征にできれば一緒に行きたいんだけどという話を今している。
What makes you so certain we can help? You know nothing about us.
Oh, on the contrary, you've made quite the name for yourself over the last year. The coterie has been squeezing smugglers out left and right, and the only group to survive owes it all to you two. The name Hawk is on many lips these days. Not bad for a Ferelden fresh off the boat.
You must have heard of my brother as well, then.
A little, yes, but it is you they speak most of, Miss Eyre.
That figures.
Your brother is certainly welcome to join us by all means, but I'll leave that in your hands.
Oh, I'm going. Without this expedition, we won't last out the year.
There must be some way to persuade your brother to hire us on.
We don't need another hireling. We need a partner. The truth is, Bartrand's been tearing his beard out trying to fund this on his own, but he can't do it. Invest in the expedition. 50 sovereigns and he can't refuse.
金か。
Your brother doesn't seem like the sort who's willing to split profits.
My brother is many things, but he is not stupid. Far better to share the profits than be trapped in a tide with 1,000 darkspawn between you and the exit. Trust me, he'll come around.
Why would you stick your neck out for a complete stranger?
I'd rather take a chance on someone with your reputation than head into the deep roads unprepared. And besides, we'd be your partners. I'm willing to give a little trust if you are.
It sounds interesting. But if I had any gold, I wouldn't need this job.
You need to think big. There's only a brief window after a blight when the deep roads won't be crawling with darkspawn. The treasure you find down there could set you and your family up for life.
Come on. The dwarf makes some sense. No offense. Look, you started this, and it's a good idea. Certainly better than ending up in the gallows.
We work together, you and I, and before you know it, you'll have all the capital you need. What do you say?
There might be nothing down there except darkspawn and rubble. How can you be sure we'll make a profit?
Well, Bartrand isn't grasping at strings. He's operating on some good information. Some of the deep roads are so old, even the dwarves have forgotten them. We just need to get down there. Then Bartrand will lead the way. You and I will be there to handle problems.
What makes you so certain you'll be useful to me?
I know everyone in this city worth knowing. I can help you find the jobs you need, and if you don't need me for that, there's always Bianca.
Biancaね.
You named your crossbow.
And why not? She's a beauty. Isn't that right, sweetheart?
What's to stop you from taking my investment and running?
You'll be traveling with the expedition, and I'll be at your side. If I cross you, you'll be the first one to know, and I'll be the last.
You're asking me to take a lot on faith.
You're asking for a guarantee? I don't know that I can give you one. Look, I know the Templars have been asking questions. How terrible would it be to get out of the city for a while? If this works out, you'll be wealthy enough that the Order won't be able to touch you. You need the coin, and I need your help. We need each other. I can't make it sound better than that.
You have a deal.
Perfect. Kirkwall's crawling with work. You set aside some coin from every job, and you'll have the money in no time.
Sure. Easy. But maybe Aveline's got some bounties out. She joined the city guard, right?
We should talk privately when you get the chance. In the Hanged Man, maybe. I'll be there when I'm not with you. Now, let's go see what trouble we can stir up. Ah, Hightown, where the rich go to piss their money away.
Whatあげようかな. は兼用だからいらないか。弓だからこっちだね。
This really is the best place in Kirkwall.
で、キャラクターの戦術、これが自動でする行動だね。で、ここに入れなきゃいけないのが健康度、ライフが 50% を切った時にアイテムを使用してください。回復薬を入れとかないと回復をしてくれないわけだ。健康 50%、70% でもいいかな、前衛だから。これでいいはず。でだ。イベントは下だけど上にもなんかあるな。
Keep moving.
Hawk, long time no see, my friend.
Worthy. When did you get back into town?
Oh, just a month or so ago. Things didn't work out in Orzammar. You aren't still working for Athenwell, are you? Your year must be up by now.
あ、働いてた頃の知り合いなのね。
I'm looking to become an explorer of a sort.
I heard. Bartran's hard to take, but his information is usually good.
Hard to take? That's putting it mildly.
Tell you what, I still have my old contacts. You need some rune crafting done, I can arrange it for you. Take care, Hawk. Don't get dead.
Oh,
Drinks of the hanged man when you're done?
Absolutely. See you then.
あ、ルーンが注文できるのね。ここはなんもない。どっち道だ。こっちか。で、なんか今正面門の方にもなんかいるな。
Keep walking, dog.
Good day to you.
Sebastian, stop this madness. The Chantry cannot condone revenge, Sebastian.
It is my right, my duty, to show these assassins there is nowhere in the free marches to hide.
This is murder.
No. What happened to my family was murder.
なんだっけね、この人 DLC で追加されるキャラクターだったはずだな。重大な反対はフリーマーティスで全ての自由思想を抱く男性と女性に対して犯されました。要は殺人が起きたと。ストックヘブンで支配的なバーエル家族、私の家族、そして最も若いベイビーまで情け容赦なく殺されました。この大虐殺はフリント傭兵会社のメンバーによって実行されました。はあ。セバスチャン・バーエル皇太子。まあ受諾しておこう。
Stay out of the shadows. There are 100 times more cut purses here than in Lowtown.
ああ、ここね。
Sorry.
道間違えてるな、これ。わ かりづらいんだよな、ここ。一回戻んなきゃダメだね、ここに。
They'll let anyone into Hightown these days.
Aveline はなんか護衛騎士になったらしいけど、元気でやってる？
Aveline.
Hello, Hawk.
Been a while, hasn't it?
What? Oh, right. Sorry. It feels like we just talked. I've been keeping an eye on you. Information is one of the few perks of this job. Watch out for Bartrand. He's a son of a bitch.
You know I don't like it when you have people watch me.
Saved me camping on your doorstep. After what we went through to get here, well, you're no child, but I take care of my friends. The places they have me patrolling, I've got time.
まあ見張ってはいないと。
Still having trouble? I thought you were past all that.
Lately, I don't know. I've been pushed out to some dead patrols. Maybe I stepped on someone's toes.
You can be forceful.
My charm, right? I should be able to go where I'm needed. In fact, I might have a job for you. Let me know if you want to do a favor for Kirkwall. Otherwise, I'm here if you need me. Maker knows I could use more satisfying work.
Seems like Kirkwall suits you.
It has been a challenge. Lots of opportunity, if you're the type the locals want.
Are you?
If you argue enough, you kind of convince yourself.
It's been a year settling in. Are you all right?
You don't need to coddle me. I am where I am. How close I hold my memories is my own business.
This must be a very different pace from serving King Kalen.
I love that life. But there's a new king for a new Ferelden. Seems cocksure, but I guess he was there when the Archdemon fell. Can't fault an active hand. It's just one more change, though. The real end for me was Ostagar. What about you, Carver? You were there. Do you feel something similar?
No.
All right, then. Bit of a tit, your brother.
なんおっぱいって。おっぱいってなんや。何を略したらおっぱいってなるの？
The blight is over. You could go back to Lothering.
That wasn't home for me. It was just where the Horde pressed us. It wasn't the first village I saw fall. But you don't get used to people losing everything.
I'd been away already. I don't know if I'd still call it home.
Sometimes the best thing about a place is that it's where you're from.
It's been a year settling in. Are you all right?
You don't need to coddle me. I am where I am. How close I hold my memories is my own business.
All right, Aveline. You have something worth doing?
My patrols may be empty walks in the dark, but there's something big coming up, and I could use you. An ambush, probably for a caravan, although I can't find any shipments that match up. Doesn't matter though. Highwaymen waiting for someone to rob. I'm putting a stop to it, my district or not.
Do you have a name or anything else to go on?
Not important. If we show up and they attack, they're bad. Simple as that. I'll wager it's smugglers, though. Like I said, seems like an obvious trap for a caravan.
You've been nosing around outside your commission.
I have contacts, and they're complaining about a lack of meat. Thugs and such. Someone is hiring. And one or two were told to prepare for travelers. You want to be good at this job? You pay attention to what's missing, and when people arrange escape routes.
Seems like you'd want to share this with your fellow guards.
I will, if you sit on your hands. I'll send my alerts, and someone else will lead a patrol. But there's profit and influence to be had. You're my friend, so I'm offering.
Aveline, you've got yourself a partner.
I knew I could count on you. They're hidden up Sundermount, remote and rough, but we can make good time with a shortcut this side. And no, you can't run off and do it without me. I trust you, but I have to be there. You're acting on behalf of the Guard.
Guard の代わりに悪人を
I've been waiting all day.
探せと。
Good day, sir.
なんだっけ、セブか。あ、違う、パーティーの組み替えか。で、これがマップですね。ああ、失礼。じゃあ、ブラックエンポリウムが、これは DLC のマップだね。何だったか覚えてないな。手紙が届いている。多分 DLC のなんか特典が来てる。山にもあると。ロータウンに取り上げようかな。
You know, Junior, you're looking at this all wrong.
Whatever it is you're about to say, I'm not interested.
I'm a professional younger brother. Trust me, the center of attention's the worst place to be. When things go wrong, and they always do, that's where all the fingers point. Look at any kingdom in Thedas. You've got people who warm thrones, and people nobody sees who do the real work.
And my sister is a queen in this scenario. Perfect.
Point, missing it. Oh well.
まあいいやって。
My. If it isn't Hawk. Good to see you again, Elegant. Lady Elegant, if you don't mind. I'm a married woman now. Last time we met, you were still in Athenral's employ. Things have been going well since then?
It isn't always easy, but things are going well enough.
That's wonderful to hear. You may recall I sometimes provided potions for Athenral. I'd be willing to extend you the same courtesy if you like. All I ask is you inform me of any interesting reagents you find. In exchange, I'll approach my contacts on your behalf. And of course you'll need the appropriate recipes, such as this one. Free, for old time's sake.
レシピをもらったけど関係なくレベル上がってたこの人。アベリンはもうタンクだね。タンクなんだけどどれを上げたらいいんだろう。これか。盾も欲しいな。
I can afford, and I don't want a bloody thing.
エルフルート一服。お金が全然足りません。回復薬のレシピをくれたみたいだね。
My favorite spot in the whole city. The taverns in Hightown are all owned by the Merchants Guild.
Oh, 犬。
Hard to believe they left me nothing.
Well, Mother was pretty steamed when you ran off with your Ferelden apostate.
I'm still their daughter, their eldest. My children have been in servitude for a year. They should be nobility.
If wishes were poppy, we'd all be dreaming.
This is the way things are, Mother. Gambling can't change it now.
Your mother was supposed to marry the Comte de Lancey, and instead she ran off with some Ferelden apostate. You don't get to stay the favorite when you do that.
Where is Father's will? If I could just see for myself.
It's not here, all right? It was read, it went in the vault. No one needed to look at it again.
I know the Amels were nobility, Mother, but not much else. Why don't you ever talk about them?
The Amels have been a noble family in Kirkwall since Garahel drove out the Fourth Blight. But we've always carried magic in our blood. It's been a stain on our lineage. No family of good standing would ever marry into a line with magic. When I chose your father, I was bringing more magic into our line, not less. I think that's what hurt my parents the most.
Did Grandfather mention Mother in his will at all?
Our father died when you were still in Pinafores, girl. You can hardly expect me to remember.
Oh, of course not. Why should you do something reasonable?
Please, Uncle. We have a right to see it for ourselves.
Maybe so. But you won't be seeing the bloody thing. It's still locked up on the estate, and that's long out of my hands.
What daft bastard leaves that behind?
It was old news. You think I've been sitting here for 25 years waiting for Leandra to slink back?
Who bought the estate, Gamlen? Perhaps I could speak to them. Was it the Reinhardts?
No one you know. Get used to Lowtown, sister. That's where we're going to stay.
He wasn't like this in Lothering. I think he misses the open fields.
City life not agreeing with you?
He just needs to get out more. Don't you, boy?
He's part of the family. I wouldn't want to lose him.
Take it. I'm sick of what's-his-name staring and panting.
Gamlen, honestly, a Mabari understands what you say. Try using his name.
What's wrong with dog? Real easy to remember.
犬の名前を決めれるぞ。日本語は入れれる。なんて名前にしようかな。姉ちゃんの名前にしとこう。確かまた変えれたよね。おやすみ。
I'll let you sleep.
なんで怒ってんの？矢印マークがマップにいっぱいだよ。インベントリがいっぱいです。 ってもダメだね。装備できない。これはどっか行っちゃうんだよな、これも。で、あとは全部宝箱。こっちもなんかなかったっけ。ベッドルームか。なんもないね。カバー。
Maker, what a mess. I want to make things better for Mother, but some of what Gamlin says, I'm having a hard time hating him. Playing caretaker for someone else's life. Stuck in their shadow. That's not...
You need to say?
Look, if you want to join the fight over who lost the most, fine. But I never lived here. Mother even gave me her old key to try and stir something. But I didn't know Grandfather. Finding his will doesn't matter to me.
She tried her best to give us what we need. I think she's due the same.
Oh, I see her side. Gamlin's definitely an arse. But it's not like we can just ask slavers to give back that life.
What have you heard?
Uncle's a chatty drunk. He was up to his neck and signed everything over. That's who has the estate. Apparently, the most extensive wine cellar in Kirkwall is now a slave highway from the Undercity. That's the family legacy.
I think we need to pay them a visit. Look for Mother's missing paperwork.
I'm sure they will be right neighborly about letting us poke around.
We'll give them the chance, sure.
All right, sister. If the key works, we'll clear the estate from the Undercity up. I don't know if this will help, but I do feel like hitting someone.
Yomen. Yomen. ちょっと離席。 よし、戻りました。よいしょ。どうしようかな。ダンジョンでも行ってみようかな。ああ、増えてる。おっと、暴漢ですね。ここ一番治安が悪い年なんで。なんだ、誰かがいるか。Tom Wise.
Tom Wise?
Huh? Oh, Hawk. Haven't seen you since we did that job together for Athenra. Been a while. Heard you're going on some expedition into the deep roads. And right into Darkspawn territory. Sure that's wise?
It's a risk. But if we succeed, it'll be worth it.
Just watch your back. That's all I'm saying. Say, you still in the market for some poisons? Athenril's scarce these days. And the Coterie have their own mixers. You find any rare reagents and want me to whip you up something, just let me know. In fact, since you're an old friend, here's a recipe. My speciality. Everyone needs an edge sometimes, right?
毒と手榴弾が作れるようになったと。たっけえな。上にもなんかあるね。どっちからだ？こっちからか。
Well, this looks like...
地下貯蔵庫。
Looks like...
ああ、敵がいるね。
Be ready! Let's finish this! There! I'll deal with this.
Walk away, but don't get full of yourself.
やっぱ魔法使いは強いな。このゲーム、敵はマップによってほぼ枠数が決まってるんで、全部倒しちゃうともう何も開かなくなっちゃったり。あれだね。1 止まるのめんどくさいね。OK。
Let's make this quick.
That's enough. Go down.
ああ。
Get ready.
Face me. I'll deal with it. That's enough.
Well done, everyone.
Everyone stay still and try not to make any loud
トラップあるよ。
Be careful.
なんで平気なの？犬が出す。アベリー死んでる。あ、嘘でしょ。ほとんど死んだ。待って待って待って。
That was a beauty of a shot! Yo!
やばいやばい。これはやばい。ああ、ダメだ。どこでオートセーブ入ってんだろう。あ、直前か。どうしようかな。
Did that bastard Gambia put up with this? I knew I should have slit his throat.
Let them join the mate.
何やるの？遊んでんの？
Someone's left a surprise here.
できないんだよな、あのよし、今度は直した。プラ ラッドヘルム、インペリアルブラッドヘルム、なんか装備できるかな。あれこれ預けたんじゃないっけ。あ、主人公しか装備できないの。ないよりまし。こんなもんか。
Want me to take a look at that?
これバリックじゃないと開けれないな。
See his pie.
今ヘルム手に入れたけど、これもまた主人公用か。そうか、ボブは主人公以外変えれないのか。
That has to be the vault.
All set.
If there's anything to learn about the family,
金庫だ。
that's where it is.
これはバリックか。
So this is it. Grandfather's will. Let's just take it back to Mother and be done with it.
I don't think there's any point in delaying the news.
なんかのイベ
So
ン
I'm
トの
just
場所だった。
saying, blood's blood and all, but you are taking advantage of my hospitality.
あ、うちの
It's only
地下。
fair if you make something of a
元自分家の地下だったのね、あそこ。
You sold my children into servitude. Now you're asking me to pay rent?
maybe just put something towards food.
We found the will.
遺言書を
Grandfather
持っ
left
てきたと。
everything to Mother and us. I guess he had some sense after all. See for yourself.
I should maybe...
To my daughter Leandra, and all children born of her, the estate in Hightown and all associated revenues.
さて、これを遺産を勝手に使っちゃ
We
っ
have
た
a
んだ
home,
ね。
Mother. A real home.
They forgave me. Mother forgave me. But, Gamlin, how could you?
You're the one who ran away, Leandra. What happened to love is so much more important than money.
It is!
You didn't even come home for the funeral.
The twins were a week old.
We all have our burdens. Mine was looking after a life you abandoned. How long was I supposed to wait?
If it wasn't for the blight, would we ever have come back here?
I always thought I would. But I suppose you three are Ferelden to your toes.
Look, sister, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it, but I did. And there's nothing I can do to get it back.
I don't expect that, Gamlin. It's enough to know Mother and Father didn't die angry. I'll petition the Viscount for rights to reclaim the estate. Make her willing, you'll have your house back within weeks.
You don't have the coin or standing to even get an audience with the Viscount. You've got to be someone in this city to live in that house again.
Then I had better get started.
母は明治と駆け落ちしたけれど、おじいさんはそれを怒ってなかったと。で、遺言書でちゃんとハイタウンの豪邸と遺産を残してくれてた いうわけなんだけど、このガムレンのおっさんが全部使っちゃったから何にもないと。
So, what? Are you here to gloat? Gamlen's the idiot again. Gamlen's the fool who can't hold his money when it's given in a bloody silver basket. I tried, you know, when Leandra left. But no one was ever going to live up to her.
What was she like? As a girl?
We're only a year apart. But that was time enough for Leandra to get our parents wrapped firmly around her little finger. They showed her off at every opportunity. The beauty, the scholar, the light of their lives. As far as they were concerned, they should have stopped there.
I've seen the nobles in this town. Your parents must have had a fortune. Where did it all go?
Well, it's not like I stood at the side of the wharf and hurled it over. I tried to invest it. I got some good tips on trade in Kunari cheeses. And, you know, a man's got needs. I'm not denying I spent more on myself than I should have, but I figured it'd all work out.
I'm sure you did your best.
Don't butter me up, sweetie. I changed their filthy sheets and wiped their chins through 2 bouts of the cholera, and the last word Father said was... Leandra. I'm not looking for love, but at least I got the money.
祖父は最後の最後までお母さんを持ってたんだね。おいしす。
Keep it down, dog. All that noisy dog breath, day in, day out, make
しょう
him
がないじゃ
stop.
ん、犬なんだもん、ハーハーするのは。
He doesn't sweat like we do. And it's stuffy in here. You could open a window.
There, isn't that annoying? Ah, blight take you.
さて、あとは山1個でも登るかな。山待ち伏せ場所。
There might be some stragglers before the main group. Nothing we can't handle.
おっといるね。
Stand ready. They come. Now you fall. Me. I stand for all of us. Go down.
He's training for the next.
Time to prove something.
We're close to the ambush, Hawk. Be ready.
うん、あそこが待ち合わせ場所か。待ち合わせ場所？
To arms! There's our targets! For the Carpool Guard!
Face me. I stand for all of us. Part one
あー、パリック死んでる。あと2頭も強いな。
This'll be easy!
I deny you.
Take this!
I need help here.
あー、やられた。あー、回復が間に合わない。おかしいな。どうしようかな。犬呼んでなかったな。なんかおってんの。
There might be some stragglers before the main group. Nothing we can't handle.
I am ready. They are not. Stick you like a king. I'll deal with this. Brave fool.
痛い痛い痛い痛い。ああ、死んでる。使わなかったのか今。違う。使いたいんだけど。どうやって使う？使った。
Stand ready. They come. Have
We're close to the ambush, Hawk. Be ready.
There's our targets for the Kirkwall.
作業食わせマフィをマフィ死んでんの？ああ、やられた。ターバーを狙ってくれると。いいんだけど、死んでないじゃん。あー、きつい。どうしたもんかな。
There might be some stragglers before the main group. Nothing we can't handle.エンチャントスタッフ。お、強い。うん、見た目もちょっと変わった。ここでセーブをしよう。
A last resort if I have anything to say about it. Let's finish this! Here!
not my choice. We're close to the ambush, Hawk. Be ready.
待ち伏せに合うのか。
There's our targets for the Carpool Guard. Face me. I stand for all of us. I deny you.
Well equipped for bandits, but dead is dead and the road is clear. Captain Jevon needs to know of this. Back to the barracks for your just reward.
Oh.
Someone's left a surprise.
Drop button.
Now that's just rude. What are they trying to do? Ruin my boots?
ああ、あるね。
I love doing that.
よし。
So, someone dropped off a message for you. It's on the desk.
Not before he gave it a shake to see if there were coins in.
次に依頼が来るね。
I was worried they would fall out.
犬の石。
Nice hound, sister. More agreeable than most of your company. A few hundred of you, and we'd have taken Lothering, or had a good shot. That's a good dog.
よし、じゃあ今回はここまで。次回はまたこの持ってないやこまごましたサブクエストをやっていきたいと思います。ではまたねー。